Hey, hi, hello, my friends. It's Christy with 4am Junk Journals, and today is Mass Make Monday. And I'm here to make some of these very, very cool over the top, pocket tags, cluster pocket tags. And so, what these are is they have a little pocket down here, they have a cluster here, and they fit. Let me get out my little journal here that I'm working on. They fit, oh, not that one. That one's got something on it. Okay, right here. They fit right over the top of your page like that. So they're super cute and super useful, and they make great embellishments in your journals. And this one I actually made for that vagabond journal I just showed you. So the only thing I will say is that I made an error when I made this first batch, and I put the pocket on the front side. But when this sits over your page, that totally blocks off your pocket. So when we make these here together, we're going to flip the pocket up. It's going to be on the back side of your tag. And that way you can access that even when this is in your journal. Now, this is sitting a little bit crooked. It's just because I have it stapled down further than I have it glued. And that's something that's very easy to fix. Or I can just clip it in like I was doing. So what I did was I went, I put it in there and then I clipped it on the side. Now that's totally not necessary. If you just glue it where it's even all the way across the top, it'll sit on there just fine. So that's how I did it. Okay, all right, let's get started. Oh, I was going to show you the rest of them. So here's the next one. And this one will sit a little better, I think. Yeah, see, that one sits perfectly. And then there's this one, which also sits perfectly. And these are just little chalkboard stickers I have on here. And then this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and make some of these. What I have here is I have two pieces of lightweight cardstock that measure 7 by 12. I'm going to go ahead and come in and I'm going to cut these down to 3.5 by 12. And this is going to make 4 of those over the top cluster pocket tags is what we're calling them. Over the top cluster pocket tags. Then I want to take each of these and hopefully I can find my scoring tool in this mess. I'm going to score them at 3 inches from the top. So 3 inches. That. And this does not have to be exact. Don't worry about measuring if you're not a measuring person. I'm not usually. I'm only measuring for the sake of the video. I don't think you guys can see this at all. I'm only measuring for the sake of the video. I personally am not a measurer. I just fold it till I like the way it looks. So, but you do whatever you like. If you need to be exact, be exact. Okay, I'm done with the trimmer. All right, so I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna fold this I'm going to get my bone folder, give it a little bit of a crease. Should have used my bone folder whenever I was scoring it, huh? That's all right. Give it a crease. Give it a crease. I'm going to work really, really quickly, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. Uh-oh. Now we're going to go ahead and come up from the bottom. Again, I'm not really measuring, but this, oh, I almost did it wrong again. This is what's going to make your pocket. My guess is that this is 3 inches or just over. It looks to be about the same as it is on the other side. So do it how you like. If you want to measure, measure. If you want to be a rebel and not measure, don't measure. It's all right. You have my permission to do it any way you like. I know, you're so grateful, right? Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to tell you why I'm working so fast. I've already recorded this whole thing once. The ones I showed you guys, I recorded all of that. And I was going to do a voiceover, and yeah, I'm not a voiceover person. I kept screwing up the whole editing process, and I was like, it's going to be faster to redo this whole thing than to try and do that. So there will be no voiceovers coming from me. We're just going to do the videos and go about our business. Okay. Let's see. I have all these packs of scraps. I have many more as well, but these I specifically have right beside me, so these we're going to work with. Let's see. Not that one, though. And I think not this one. Nope, not that one. See that? Oh, these are the ones we're going to work with. Oh, but not that one and not that one. Yeah, I don't actually know what I'm doing. Okay, let's do this one. All right, let's use... oh, that's pretty. Let's see. Definitely don't want any holiday one on this one. Although I could just do a holiday one. Some of that. Let's see, maybe some of that. Okay, let's just give this a shot and see what we like. Won't hurt, right? Will not hurt a bit. Okay. So here's what I want, is I want a huge cluster like you guys saw. So I need a good size base, which of course, naturally, I don't have in that. Let's see what we've got over here in this one. These are some big papers. Let's use this. Okay, let's use this. I'm just going to tear it. I want it to have the torn look. And I want some white showing, but not a whole heck of a lot. So how has your day been? I hope it's been good. As good as Mondays can be, right? I had to work today, which was okay. It wasn't really a bad day. It was kind of busy, stayed kind of busy, but it wasn't bad at all. My boss told me that he is trying to get me a raise, so that was pleasant. He said I do too much and work too hard, and so he's gonna try and get me a raise. So I appreciated that very much. And we talked about some other things as well. I'm thinking about going after my administrator certificate so that I can be an administrator for nursing facilities. And he made some suggestions on as far as, like approaching our VP, and he wants me to ask her if she'll bankroll my certificate program. And he's got a couple of other contacts at some other corporations that he knows will do it, and he's going to contact them and give them my name and discuss it with them, so that I have that in my back pocket when I approach our VP of our company. So that was a good thing. And so that's something I'm going to be working towards very soon. In fact, I may take a hiatus from my PhD long enough to complete that, and then go back, of course, to working on the PhD and finishing that up. Oh, did you see me just throw that across the room? I was just done with that, I guess. But I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, it would be nice to have no stability but a bigger paycheck. If you're going to be unstable, you might as well get a good check out of it, or at least a better check. So yeah, that's a thing that I'm thinking about. Okay, something about this is bugging me. Okay, I think it's this black paper. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it belongs there. What if, oh, and you know what? Maybe we should put another piece of the red. We could put another piece of the red there. That black just looks so out of place there. Okay. Well, you know what? I really truly hate that. So no, we're not going to do that. Let's see. What about this? I like this. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? Yep, that's pretty. Okay, what about, there's some black that I still hate. Nope, I don't want that. Ugh, you know what the problem is? I don't have any scraps I like. May wind up having to use something besides scraps. Let's see. That's not bad, but it still needs another long strip, I think. Does it need another long strip? I feel like I just need to tear that off a little bit. Maybe then it won't bug me so much. Maybe like that. That's not bad now, is it? Just like that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go for it. Where's my stapler? Okay. Make sure that caught all the papers. And it did. Okay, cool. All right. Now, I'm just going to turn this over and I'm going to kind of press on the backs of the staple with the head of my scissors. And the reason I'm doing that is because these are tiny staples that went through several layers and I just want to be sure that it holds. So there's that. I really like that. Okay, we're going to flip it over. We're going to cover this back part with something. And I'm thinking maybe the red. Is it big enough? Ooh, look at that. It's perfect. Is it perfect? I think it's perfect. Nope, not quite. Well, we have another option. We could use this just like that. Oh, let's do that. Or maybe like that. Let's do that. Okay. So, bring the glue in. So yeah, it wasn't a bad day at all. This is the first time I've gotten to do any crafting today. Like I said, I came in, well, no, that's not true. I did my art before breakfast this morning, which you guys saw. But when I came in from work, I had some dinner and then started trying to edit that video. I also had to do a little bit of work from home, get an employee in the system and everything. And I did that. And so anyway, this is the first chance I've had to craft since I got home from work, which I would just do this all the time if I could. So it really hasn't been that long, but still seems like forever. Where did I put my bone folder? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's got this weird crease where I guess this paper was folded before. I'm going to try and work some of that out with the bone folder. And we'll see if I can get rid of some of it. It's not that big of a deal because it can be covered with just about anything. And it doesn't look bad anyway. But if I can smooth it out, I'm going to smooth it out a little bit. Really, truthfully, you can't even see it anymore. So I guess, I mean, you can feel it there a little bit, but I guess I mostly got it smoothed out. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to trim up this side a little bit. All right, so then I'm going to bring in my 1-inch circle punch and I'm going to do my thumb pull. Just like that. And then we'll just glue up the sides. And maybe just a little bit here along the crease. You hear my son's cats going crazy. He and his wife are in the bedroom. They've got the door shut, and so the cat is having a fit. Cat is almost always having a fit. She's a little spoiled. Okay. Now, where did I put my stamp off page? There it is. I'm going to get that out because I want to go over this with a little bit of color. And I'm actually thinking about using one I don't use very often. And that is my fire, I think it's called Fire Brick or Fire something. And the reason I don't know exactly what it's called is because I almost never use it. Fired Brick. So I'm just going to take the green off and put the Fired Brick on. Okay. And we're going to just see if we like it. If we don't like it, well, we'll know that, won't we? Just give it a little bit here along the edge. It's not bad. It's a little dark. But it's not bad. And it's a little dark without me having put any water on it. So there's that. That tells us something, doesn't it? Well, part of that is because I never use it, so it's not been depleted. The vintage photo I use all the time, so I'm never surprised when it's a little bit light. I kind of like that. Okay. Do we want to do that on all the layers though? I don't want the white, but I don't know if we want that on all the layers. We're fixing to find out, aren't we? All we can do is hate it. It's actually not bad at all. I'm just going to do the white we can see rather than all of the corners. I'm just going to try and go over the white we see. Of course, I'm making a mess of that, aren't I? I have to do just a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. This is going to be a super long video, guys, because this is taking a minute. Okay. Pause that there. Okay, let's go on to what we need is some kind of centerpiece. And I've got several little round pieces that I cut when I was doing that other project the other day, which we could put there if we like that. But I don't know if we like that. I could also, where is my, somewhere, oops. I also have my 2-inch circle punch, and what I could do is I could cut a circle here, or I'm sorry, not 2-inch, it's a 1.5 inch. I could cut that one. See, that looks so much bigger than 1.5 inches to me. I'm not convinced. But anyway, I could do that. Is that covering up too much of our flowers? Maybe we should offset it like that. Actually, that's not bad. We could offset it like that. Let's go around it a little bit with our fired brick though. Just like this. So today I didn't really do much in the way of activities. The residents had bingo, and then I went back. We were supposed to have music at 1, and I ran a little late, but about 1:30 I went back and turned on the music. I really need to find some people who are willing to come up there and play for them. So like, somebody who plays guitar or something. I need to find something like that. But so I went back and turned on some music for them, and I sat with my one resident and did a one-on-one, and we listened to the duck song because that's like my favorite song in the world, and she just thinks it's funny. And so we sat and listened to that, and then I came back. We were supposed to go outside, but all of my residents who really participate in activities had not been feeling well today and had gone to bed. So didn't really do anything else beyond that. So I spent most of the day in my office trying to get some things caught up and send emails to corporate asking for help on a couple of things. So that was pretty much the extent of my day. And I still have quite a bit to catch up on tomorrow, but I still feel kind of accomplished. I mean, I got a lot of stuff done that I'd been needing to do, and did some assessments because I was behind on my activities assessments. So I did some of those, and yeah, that was pretty much the extent of my day. Nothing too thrilling there. Tomorrow we're supposed to play Uno Attack. Chances are very high that even if I'm hoping to borrow an Uno Attack game from my mother, since I never made it to the store to get one. But chances are very high that none of my residents will play because, yeah, that's a thing. So let's see, what color bling do we want? We could do white or clear, or whatever you want to call that. What do you think? Maybe right about like there? Right about there? Maybe? Or should I try and center it over the flower anyway? I could go in the center of the flower. It's kind of big. Maybe right about. Oh, heck with it. Let's just go center it. Okay. So, and then I got a text message or something, or I don't remember if it was a text message or an email. I think it was a text message. Or no, I'm sorry, a Facebook message, not a text message. Anyway, from one of the groups I'm in, talking about a swap that I don't remember signing up for. So I don't know if I did sign up for it and just forgot, or if they just sent that to everyone. But now it's got me concerned that I've forgotten someone, and that bothers me a lot. So I need to find out about that. think this needs something else. Maybe some fibers, but I'm wondering about something like this, maybe. Or, I mean, isn't that kind of pretty? Or does that just look silly? Maybe down there. Got some white ones. Oh no, I'm sorry, though it's not white. It's just turned over. Okay. No, definitely not. Nope. That's not going to work. Is this even in frame? Gosh, I hope I've been in frame. Okay, I'm not liking any of that, so we're not going to do that. Don't like any of it. But you know what we need is we need some washi. We need to put some washi right down here. And I just don't know. This needs something. Maybe it needs fibers. I don't know. But it needs something. Getting a pretty severe headache. I have to keep an eye on the time. We may not be able to do all 4 because I really want to keep this video right at an hour or less. Our Mass Make Mondays are supposed to be an hour, and when I filmed the one last night for today, the one that we didn't that I gave up on because I didn't want to edit it, it was a disaster. Anyway, point is, when I filmed that one, it was like almost 2 hours long. So I really want to keep an eye on the time on this one so that we don't get into that. Because the whole point of the Mass Make Monday is to see how many of these can be made in an hour. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be lucky to finish one. Because we're taking a really long time on this one. And I'm still not happy with it because I think it needs something. So, what do y'all think? It still needs something, doesn't it? Okay. Let's turn it over and go ahead and put the sticker on it. My chalkboard stickers. So it definitely needs that. I kind of hate to cover up that suitcase. But we have to have the chalkboard sticker. Right there. Okay. I also feel like it's going to need something to cover up that staple since we're putting the pocket on the back. What do you think? Maybe just a piece of washi. But I don't like that. So no washi. I don't know. I'll think about that. But this... What if I came in with some corrugated? We could put some corrugated down there. Is that too much? Is that too kind of earthy or whatever with this? Which is much more decorative. I don't know. I don't know. Could bring in this right across there like that, which isn't too bad actually. Maybe, and then put Maybe, and then put a thin strip of the red on top. Let's see. Maybe go kind of wide on that, and then thinner on the red, and just go across it like that. Is that too much? Or should we just leave it alone? Maybe we should put this back here. I definitely feel like we should put this back here. Okay, let's do that. Still don't know about the front, but let's do that back here. Okay. Then let's go right across here with the glue. Like that. There we go. Let's see how many minutes we have. Oh, we're doing good. We still have 23 minutes. So there hasn't been a whole lot of horrifying things that I feel like I really have to edit out, at least not yet. Sometimes around here you never know what you might hear. So let's see. I kind of like that. Okay. All right. I can live with that. I'm still not happy. Like, I still don't feel like the wow factor. So, and I won't be happy until I feel that wow factor. So I just may not be happy with this one. Let's bring in the Distress Oxide in the Vintage Photo. Vintage Photo. And we're going to do right down here. And we'll see if we like that any better. Probably not. But it's worth a shot, right? Actually, I do already like it better. Still, I'm not happy with it, but I already like it better. Come up here and give this a little bit of Vintage Photo too. Isn't it funny how Vintage Photo can fix just about anything? Do you guys find that when you're using it? I feel like anytime I'm unhappy, I can usually bring it in and it will fix it. That is no longer centered. It moved on me. Ooh, I ordered some texture. Oh, what is it called? There was Crackle, and then there was Matte in Tim Holtz's texture something. I forget. But anyway, I ordered some of it, and I'm so excited. I've never used it before. So it'll be here probably Wednesday, and I'm excited. We're gonna see. I was watching, who was I watching? I was watching somebody using it. Oh, it was, who is it that does the full deck challenge? Oh, her name starts with an S, right? I think her name starts with an S, and it's something, dang it. Well, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I know every one of you are going, come on. I can't think of it. I know it starts with an S, I think. Anyway, I was watching her working on one of her cards for her full deck challenge, and I thought, oh, that's so cool. You know, she was using that. So I got me some. And I'm very much looking forward to receiving it so we can play with it a little bit. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then we'll add some color to that. I'm thinking that I'm going to bring my stamp that says One of a Kind Creation by Christy, and I was going to put it on the back here, but I think it might be a good spot for it right here. So I'm going to get my archival ink out, and this is the Jet Black Ranger Archival ink, which pretty much stays on anything. And we're going to put it right there. Perfect. Boy, I don't get to say that very often, but that is perfect. Okay. Now I have to let that one dry for a few minutes before I can finish that up. So, whilst that is drying, we can start a second one. And we're going to see if we can get this one done just a little bit faster. Okay. Toss some of this stuff into my Sunday Sprinkles box because, yeah, it's a mess. So let's go ahead and, now I don't know which side was the front. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't make any difference. Let's use, what should we use? Anybody have a plan? Because I sure don't. I've got this Tim Holtz paper that I had left from my Art Before Breakfast this morning. Let's use it. By the way, if you guys have not seen my Art Before Breakfast, I will try really hard to link it. I always have a hard time finding the right spot, but I'll try really hard to link it because you should definitely check it out. I love the way it turned out this morning. I wasn't sure because it has mushrooms on it, and mushrooms aren't usually a thing that I craft I know that they're really popular because everybody does like the woodsy stuff. And I love the woodsy stuff. I like the foxes, I like the rabbits, I like the owls, you know, but I just don't usually use the mushrooms. But this morning, my focal point on my tag was mushrooms. It turned out so nice. I was so happy with it, in spite of being very worried as I was doing it, which if you watch the video, you'll see I was very worried as I was doing it that it was not going to turn out at all. I almost scrapped the video, but in the end, I really liked it. So I'll try and link it in the cards. And if I don't get it linked in the cards, it'll definitely be linked in the description. So it'll definitely, if it is, if I remember. So definitely maybe. Look for it. See if it's there. Anyway. All right. Yep, I like that. Okay, now what are we going to put on top of it? We could do some corrugated. Do we like the corrugated? It's going to get kind of dark though. That was my thing this morning, was the reason I wasn't sure I was going to like it was because it was going to be a bit dark. But maybe we would like the corrugated anyway. Oh, you know what I wonder though? Do I have any of... Oh, I know what I could do. I could use my wet wipe that I've been cleaning up my messes with. See all the green? Isn't that pretty? We could put some of that on there. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. We could do that and some of the corrugated. We can make this a multimedia textural oh, forget it. You know what I mean. Texture. Lots of texture. Let's see. What else could we put on there? Where is my old stamp off sheet? Here it is. Well, look at this. This is some of the paper from the corrugated, and it's just real thin. We could maybe use it. I don't want to make it too dark. I want to give it some color, but we could maybe use that because I like the way it curls up. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We may like this yet. Okay. This has some pretty light pastel-y colors that might be just what this needs. And it's got a little stamping on it, and it's got everything that we might need. Still don't know if I'm feeling that corrugated though. And I've got this bird stamped on here. And it could go right about there. Gosh, I'm wondering if I shouldn't just trim it down, but that's so much I didn't want to lose. But, oh yeah, that's much better. Look how much better that is. Okay, I like the way that rolls up right on top of the bird. And I'm actually even feeling that corrugated now. Okay. I hate to say this, but I really like that. You know what it needs though? It needs some fibers or something. Hang tight. Those colors don't work for me. No, you know what? I think what it needs is a little bit of lace. All right, let me find my lace. Don't go anywhere. What is it? Gail Augustinelli always says, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Let's try. How about this? This is nice. Or we could do this. Now this isn't actually lace. This is like, well, it is, but this is like, what do they call it? You know, like they use in sewing. I have actual lace somewhere, but I don't know exactly where it is at the moment. And I hate to have you guys wait while I hunt stuff up. So we're just going to go with what we've got out. We could use this. We could use this, or we could use this. I've also got this color that I like for this. Now this piece is already cut, so let's go with that. Let's try that first and see what we think. Don't like how white it is. The white is bugging me. We could dye it or ink it or whatever. And we could maybe put just a little piece poking out there. Let me see, where are my scissors? Okay, let's see. Let's try it. Let's try giving it a little bit of vintage photo. Not going to try and cover all the white. I'm just going to brush it on a little bit and let it cover where it lands. And then we'll take out some of that bright white. And then I think we'll just bunch it up like this. And we will slip it under here somewhere. Maybe right about there. Oh yeah. Hey guys, that is awesome, isn't it? I like that. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and staple this sucker down before it moves on us. Shall we? Let's do it. Because I'm liking that. Now I don't know if this Tim Holtz tiny attacher is going to go through all these layers and us be able to. I'm going to put 2 staples. Actually, I may put 3 because I don't think I can catch all of this in one spot. So we're going to just have 3 staples, and that's okay. Now let's make sure everything is stapled. I think all the layers are down. Yep. And I'm loving that. Okay. That's really cool. Okay. You know what I did wrong? I bet you thought about it before I did. That's not going to work. because if I put that staple there, it will not go over the top of anything. That staple has to come out. That's okay though. I think the other staple has still caught all of them. So I don't think it matters a whole lot. Except that it's going to show a slight imperfection there now. But I think all the layers are still caught just fine. So we might just glue that down or something. I'm going to give it a little bit of vintage photo to kind of cover up that small imperfection there. Maybe a little fired brick too. Okay. You know what, actually? I'm going to put some gesso on it. I'm just going to go over it with a little bit of gesso. Right there. Right there. And maybe, where else do we want to put the gesso? Anywhere? Right here? Does that sound good? Should we make it thicker? Give it some texture. How's that? A little right here. I don't want it to stick down though. It's got to go over the thing. We'll make that one thinner. But I don't want that to stick. So I'm going to slip my bone folder under there to hold it up. There. All right, guys. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Where on earth did I put... Oh. I bet we are just about at our 60 minutes and we have not finished that first one. So we're going to go back to the first one and finish it up. And I'll finish this one off camera. And then I will come back and show you the completed work. We're just not going to get to the other two, unfortunately, because I don't think we're going to have time. We are at 57 minutes and 41 seconds. So, yeah, I don't think we got time. So let's just bring back over our original now that it's nice and dry. And I want to bring my distress ink over here. I'm going to just give it a little bit of distressing, not too heavy. I don't want it to get dark, but I do want to bring in just a little bit of this vintage photo. This one is really, really pretty. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. Not much of a mass make today. Spent way too much time on one for it to be much of a mass make, but it's still pretty. We still had a good Monday in spite of it all. Let's go ahead and go around the edges a little bit on the back, and then I think we're going to call this a video. And I will finish up this other one off camera, come back at the end and show you, and then I can get this started uploading. How's that? And I don't think anything horrible or embarrassing that I need to edit out of this has even necessarily happened this time. All right, so I will be back very shortly. Okay, they are done. So we only got 2 done in our mass make session, but that's okay. We've got this one that we actually completed on camera, which is a very, very pretty. I love the colors of this one. And then we have this one, which I don't know, I might even like more. I'm not sure. With the little birds, and the back of it is kind of different. So yeah, I love them. And then if we bring in the 4 that I had made originally, which are considerably taller, but that's okay too. Then we have a total of 6 that were made for Mass Make Monday, even though you only got to see 2 of them made. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, or at the very least entertaining. I hope that you crafted along, and I hope that you'll come back and see another video with me again soon. If you like what you saw today, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from my channel, be sure and hit the subscribe button, and if you click that little bell, it'll notify you every time I upload a new video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're crafting along, and let me know what you're making. And I'll talk with all of you again soon. Bye.